Bethany Mota, it's so great to have you with me.
Thank you.
Here in my office.
Yeah, I love it.
You have such an incredible story. You started all of this when you were 13 years old.
Hey guys, this is gonna be my first video.
I was actually cyberbullied when I was 12. After that experience, I thought to myself, I want to create a place online that is safe and that is positive and that allows people to express themselves. My main goal is to encourage self-confidence and going after the things that you really love.
And now here you are, 6 years later?
6 years later, yeah.
With almost 10 million subscribers on YouTube.
That is mind-blowing to me, just because I kind of just stumbled into it and I didn't know that anything could come out of it. And I wasn't so focused on how many views I was getting or how many subscribers I had. I was just really into making videos.
Oh wow, that actually helped my hair a lot. Hey.
I just sit down and eat it, check Twitter and Instagram for like the 30th time.
Hi!
When you got started, there weren't a lot of people doing what you do, and now there's so many people trying to do it and trying to stand out. I wonder what your advice would be to the people who are trying to stand out in this really competitive now sea of personalities on YouTube.
A lot of people will ask me, I want to be a YouTube star, I want to be successful on YouTube. I'm like, that's kind of the wrong question, because you need to ask yourself, do I really want to make content because I genuinely enjoy it? Because being a YouTuber is a lot of work. It looks very simple, it looks very easy, but there's a lot of time that goes into it and a lot of really applying yourself and really opening up to your audience as well, is because they want that connection. So if you're not willing to really show, you don't have to show every bit of your life, but really showing who you are in some kind of way is very important.
I think vulnerability, to me, that's the word I think of when I think of the people who are the best at like yourself. You're willing to open up not just the perfect things, not the things that people see, by the way, often on television.
Oh my goodness, guys, it is so freaking cold. I can't feel my hands.
TV is like show everybody the most perfect thing, and that's what everyone's accustomed to, but here it's like dragging down the veil, being authentic, being completely genuine.
Yeah, and those are the things that we can all relate to, right? So, you know, when I see someone embracing their silly side or embarrassing moments, like that's something that I can relate to, and that's, again, what it really comes down to. So not being afraid to show those imperfect sides of who you are.
You struck a nerve with your content, and it's so interesting that you say, and I hear this a lot from the most successful people who are doing new things. They're not thinking in the beginning about the followers and growing the follower base. It's about the message and being true to that. How do you come up with each of your videos? What goes into it?
Videos can take a really long time, especially because as YouTube creators, we do a lot of it ourselves, coming up with the ideas, filming it, editing it. For me, it's kind of a balance of what do I want to make to keep myself happy, and then what does my audience want to see? So I'm always asking them, what videos do you guys want next? And then I kind of create this balance of just video ideas I come up with on my own and what they want to see. Sometimes I'll go on location. I did a road trip video and I filmed it in a desert, and I rented old-fashioned beautiful cars, and I got my friends together, and sometimes those videos do really well, but I've noticed, like, wow, a lot more people were interested in this video where I was giving them a tour of my bedroom.
Today I'm doing my room tour!
Which costs nothing to make.
Nothing to make, and took me 20 minutes to film, and that got way more interaction than this video that took me a week. So that's also what I like to keep in mind, is I want to create the very pretty movie-like videos, but then also just give them those simple Q&As or room tours, because that's what really allows my audience to kind of know who I am, know more about me, little things that I'm into, you know, my favorite items in my room, and that's what really builds that connection, and that's what YouTube is all about.
You have an incredible connection with all of your fans, but I can imagine that you're talking to them all the time. That's a 24/7 job. How do you live Bethany Mota's life, the life that you want to live that is off camera?
Finding that balance of stepping away from the computer every now and then is very important. I've definitely, you know, found the value in just kind of taking time for me and just doing like regular normal things like going to the movies. So I try to do that at least once a week.
What have you learned about business along the way?
When it comes to YouTube, if you talk about a product that doesn't seem true to what you're putting out there, our audiences, they know, and they'll comment and they'll call you out on it and be like, Bethany, this doesn't really seem like something that you would talk about, you know? So it's all about just staying true to whoever you are, and for me, it's what do I use and what do I not use? If I don't use something and I'm not passionate about it, then I'm definitely not going to talk about it.
I think that's such an important lesson for anyone, wherever they are in their lives, whatever they want, thinking about the long term. That short-term gain, it can be really attractive in the moment.
Absolutely.
But you give away a lot.
Definitely.
And you don't necessarily get a lot over the long haul.
Whenever I find a brand or a product that I love and I'm very passionate about, I'm excited to talk about that in my videos. It just kind of becomes a part of my life, and therefore my viewers are excited about it as well. Like, for example, what I did with Aeropostale, I was able to actually get in there and be hands-on and design a clothing line. And I really made my audience a part of that by, I did like a little mini series of the entire journey of developing the line.
No matter what your, style is and what you love, there's something in it for you.
They were suddenly a part of it. So when it came out, we were all excited because it wasn't just Bethany's clothing line, it was our clothing line as a community. So for me, when it comes to working with brands, I'm always thinking, how can I do something like that? You know, a brand that will allow me to create something that my entire community can be a part of. So I'm really excited to be working with Beautycon on my winter box because I always talk about products in my videos and all the things that I'm loving, and my viewers will try them out and they'll come back to me and say, I tried this and I love it too. And that's what's really fun, is sometimes I'll talk about like a lip balm that I really love, and then I'll get like 20 photos on Instagram of people saying they tried it. So I thought this is a really cool concept that I could put all of my favorite products in one box as kind of like a little gift.
This is a pillow that's falling apart. This whole space is like,
It's like
very makeshift.
it has a story behind it.
It does. It was ordered on Pier 1. And I like how we color coordinated
I know.
this.
Do you see? It's like the perfect, that's spot on color right there. That's amazing.
Well, we did it for you, obviously.
Thanks.
Oh, the little piggy bank. I just noticed that too. I'm a sucker for piggy banks.
Really?
They're adorable, yeah.
Do you have a lot of them?
I used to. I had a really, really cute one and then I lost it when I moved. But I mean, they're just like the cutest things.
Okay, well, everybody, you know what to send Bethany now for the holidays.
Piggy banks.
You're going to get so many piggy banks.